What'd you just say?
Not medley.
Not medley. Oh, don't use your teeth on that. Want me to do that? So we are back. I am back. I was in New York for work. That sounds so cool, but I'm not really that cool. I'm kind of just a low person. But oh wait, well we're cool, but we're not like movers and shakers or whatever. Maybe you will be someday if you want to be. But for me, I'm more of like an artisan and a maker, but of graphics and electronic digital stuff and ideas. So I'm not really. Are you gonna dump all those lemons in there? I'm not really a business person per se. I'm kind of like an artist and a visual person, and I like to organize things, and I like to categorize information, and I like to write. All this to say is, I was at this business meeting, and I always feel a little out of place at them. So I'm happy to be back here in my day-to-day life with my gal. And we're having our Starbucks treat in the car. This thing's distracting me. We're having our Starbucks treat in the car because it's a beautiful freaking day.
It's really not.
It is, but she says she's hot, I guess because she has long sleeves. And also there's a lot of noise outside because of construction. But truthfully, I don't even care because this coffee is so good today. Iced Americano is so perfect. Surprisingly, I didn't get any iced coffee while I was in New York. I didn't really do much in New York except do the work style functions. And I had the free stuff they gave, just the coffee at the meetings and then the coffee at the breakfast. And in the past I'd explore and get my own stuff, but I don't know, I really just sat this one out. Truth be told, I was like so busy working. I had to edit a newsletter and kind of write it a little bit too by night while attending the meetings by day. But enough about me. Did you miss me?
I love how but enough about me. Did you?
I didn't even realize that. Oh my god, that is classic. That is classic Gret. I mean, Wabi Bima.
Here's her new catchphrase. Wabi Sa Bima.
I don't know if I like that.
You should.
Well, anyway, so tell me about some of your adventures while I was away. I want to go to New York with you, and I don't know what to call him on my vlog. I love my man, but I want to go to New York with just you. Oh, I'm dying to do that.
I know,
We would have
so great.
so much fun. No, you're just fun. And like, I'm an old lady, but I like so many of the same things that you like. Boba, Starbucks. Like, I don't really like wearing makeup, but I like going to makeup shops. Like, I would like to go to Sephora. If I'm with you, if I'm like having to find something, like when I went to Tyson's and I had my anxiety attack, then I don't like going to Sephora.
I just like browsing. You know,
I like
reading.
scents. I like looking at the scents and smelling the scents, and I like looking at the different lotions and skincare. And I like lip
What
color.
scents?
Scents, you know, like
Oh.
perfume. I hate to use the word perfume. It sounds so perfume. I don't know. So anyway, I keep dominating the conversation because, you know,
I really have
coffee,
nothing to say.
mouth. You're like really having an intimate relationship with that coffee, aren't you? Oh my. How's the
I love how you're like, oh my.
how's the custom oatmeal? I know I did it. I'm like, why am I wearing my sunglasses in the car? Oh Lord. Hi.
She likes to hide herself.
I know. I had to put my hair up because it's kind of wrecked, but and I haven't worn my hair up in a while because I've been kind of self-conscious about my fat face. Wait, I'm sitting in the car, so like, I have to like make sure. Okay. So let's talk more.
About?
We still have to go to Walgreens. What time is it? I I miss my girls so
Guys,
much.
second to last Cheeto Day.
Tell us about Cheeto Day.
So basically on Fridays, me and Mom go to Starbucks.
This is where I'm like the bad mom.
And then after we are finished with our Starbucks, we go over to Walgreens and buy some hot Cheetos. And I bring them to school, and the whole class just munches. It's pretty great.
See, I mean, yes, they're junk food, la 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 la, but it's become a ritual for the kids now, and it brings them together, and, you know,
And it's the second to last time.
it's Cheetos. Yeah, so life is all about balancing, I think. That's the key, like finding the sweet spot of balancing the things that are bad for us but that taste and feel so good with oh gosh, nice smeared makeup. I am such a mom. Balancing like our vices and those crazy pleasurable things that can take us over the top and be bad for us with like our responsibilities and what we know is good. We have our own Shut up! Do it with me so they don't think I'm crazy. We have this whole like routine of jokes that we do based on like little things members of our family have said, and like now we have them down. But
Mostly you.
Mostly me, no, mostly Randall. Cause the shut up, my ears are ringing, and then I know, but it's based on his behavior more than my sayings, really. Or is it? Yeah, you love to make fun of me. I think that's really at the core of this. And people wonder why I am so self-conscious. So anyway, what were we talking about? The wabi-sabi. Why? Is this gonna require a lot of editing? Someone needs to edit out my blooming chin, my blooming double chin, my blossoming double chin. So anyway, worked hard this week, still not through the woods yet. I have to do a little more work today, and then holiday weekend. So we were thinking of going dress shopping for graduation. What are some
marshmallow whipped cream?
Oh God, I need to try that.
Yeah, that's the s'mores frappuccino, guys. I saw it on Brent Rivera's Instagram that they brought it back because it was like gone from Starbucks.
Brent Rivera, who like, well, I don't know. He's one of those boys who's probably just like naturally skinny. So keep that in mind when he's pushing those frappuccinos on you. Dress shopping, by the way. Okay, you should. Oh gee, mocha frappuccino. Dress shopping. Oh, look at that. I got the. I had a little good cut.
I love when you observe. I love when you observe yourself in your vlog. You're like,
kind of like cut right here. Flex right. Anyway, dress shopping. What kind of characteristics are you looking for in your dress? Like, you said you don't want a tank top or straps, or you're not like allowed to wear those, or you just choosing not to wear those?
Spaghetti strap.
Well, you're looking for like maybe a cap sleeve or a short sleeve, because of course it's summer and it's hot and global warming.
Technically not summer.
Is that a man or a woman? I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna have to edit that out because I'm not that kind of like weird person who cares. I was just curious, seriously.
Is that a man or a woman?
No, because like the person had like a womanly face, but they had kind of like a receding hairline and were kind of sort of bald, but had like a very feminine face. Dude, I do not have any
oh my
kind
God,
of
you're doing the
receding
hair
hairline.
tussle. You're like,
I do not have any kind of receding hairline. Are you crazy?
No, when you stand up for yourself, you're like, no.
Anyway, back to the dress. Blue, you're thinking light blue. I think you should start wearing more popping colors. Like bright colors.
What do you mean?
Like not pastels.
Like in general or for the dress?
Oh, I just mean in general, but excuse me. I guess in general you wear kind of bright colors. You wear kind of bright colors. That's a pastel.
It is pastel.
But it's actually a nice color on you, kind of. But
yeah, but my shorts are black.
But you really like light blue. Well, it kind of doesn't matter what you wear on your bottom, because I'm talking about like what's framing your face.
Frappuccino on my bottom too.
on your what teeth? Bottom. Shut up. So the bottom thing came from like, I think we were sitting there, our whole family was like sitting on the sofa, like watching a movie, or we're all doing our own things on our devices, I think. And I think I was actually like doing some work or doing something for a class, and it was like scroll to the bottom, and I was like, oh wait, and I was like scrolling or trying to get it to go to the bottom, and it was like taking a long time, and I'm just like bottom. So it was
a video on my phone.
It's a screen-based thing. Insert clip.
Bottom. Quiet. Bottom.
Don't. He's gonna fucking lash out and shit. Be quiet. And then I guess I said it really loud because Randall's next to me. He's like, "Shut up! My ears are ringing."
His ears are always ringing.
Poor Randall. Ooh, there's that flex again. All right, so should we go to Walgreens? And I swear, I always, this is weird. I am not trying to be any kind of influencer or anything. This is just like performance art / diary / fun. But I always talk about like brands and companies and things we buy, and that's just the reality of life in a capitalist consumer culture. And it's weird because like in my heart,
capitalist consumer
culture. And it's sometimes in my heart it makes me sad, and I read articles like yesterday that like 1 in 4 adults can't come up with $400, and that blows my mind. And I wanna figure out a way, or I wanna be part of a solution to that. And I like nature, and I like sharing. But I also really like Starbucks. Is it wrong that I like Starbucks? Is it wrong that I like Walgreens?
This is always the point in your vlog where you just start going serious and mad. You start talking about something like that, and you're just like, is it wrong? Is it wrong?
I like to be serious though. I might not edit this. This is a long one. But anyway, so I was going to say I really like Walgreens, and I was so glad when Walgreens... Do you want me to buy you water? Did you say what? You need water? I don't want to, we're in a car. You're the one that wanted to come in a car. I'm sorry I don't have running water in my car. This is a wonderful world, but we don't have running water in cars yet. I'm sure somebody does. Anyway, real quick, and then we gotta wrap this up. Walgreens. I was so glad when Walgreens came to the area because I grew up with Walgreens in Chicago, and it's just a really good store. And now they have like everything we need, and we're gonna go get Cheetos and Gatorade.